Greetings to my team of 144, all Starseeds, Lightworkers, and Wayshowers. It is 911 on 592019, 9/11, May 9th, 2019, 999 again. This has been coming up the last few days. The 999 and the 1111, the 1212. The portals are fully opened. The heart chakra is expanding and opening fully. In this transmission today, I'm going to use the pure fire sword of truth to cut through the illusion, to take us on a journey all the way to source. So this is a journey of going within. It is a warrior of light journey to cut through the duality, cut through the illusion with truth, with light, with life. The journey is to return to source, a return to love, a return to your true self, which is beyond all conflict, beyond all suffering, beyond duality. This is the end game, brothers and sisters of the light. This is the end of the suffering, the end of the false 3D matrix, the true matrix, the true simulation of paradise, of Eden, of New Earth, is fully coming online. We're awakening to this truth. Many of my listeners, viewers are experiencing this, these new lights, these new energies, the rainbow waves coming in. So I want to address a few things before I give a quick transmission from Anastasia Campos to keep us grounded in this light, in this life. I started talking briefly yesterday about the myth of Sophia, which I failed to complete because of the spaciousness and the spatialness of these energies coming in. We're shifting quickly now. We're jumping from timeline to timeline. See, I did it there again. So I'm traveling to multiple timelines with my mind. I can go to any timeline in any dimension at any moment. You can do this too when you go into that still magnetic light at the center of your being, that 0 point energy. If you want to, you don't need to, because the journey is about returning fully to your source, to your true self, fully conscious, fully aware, to experience that eternal bliss consciousness in the here and now. That is the goal of all consciousness, of all humanity, is to return to the eternal bliss consciousness, fully aware, fully awake. On this journey back to self, on this journey back to source, we travel through all simulations, all conflict, all worry, all fear, all internal conflict. We're letting that all go. All things are perfectly resolved in the unborn, the eternal mind, the pure awareness. Now, if there's still conflict, we're still letting go. We're still letting go of the old false 3D matrix. We're letting go of our stories. We're letting go of the illusions, what is called Maya, the separation story. So I'm walking 2 timelines right now, so I'm going to try and be as congruent as possible to help all of you on your journey to open that door back to yourself, back to love, back to truth. So the myth of Sophia was the original divine feminine, the divine feminine energy, in this story, in this myth that speaks directly to the psyche, directly to your higher self, your inner conscious mind, was about the original separation story, which they call the original sin. But sin was another interpretation of sine wave. The sine wave is time. It's the one law, the high and the low, the past and the future, the ups and the downs, the pulse of the universe, the pulse of your heart, the beat of your heart, the beat of the drum, the beat of Gaia. All frequencies, all sounds emanate from the silence and return to that silence. And there is a power in that stillness, in that silence. That's the divine feminine. And all things move around that still, right magnetic light. So to transcend all suffering, to transcend all duality, you have to keep going through and through and through until you fully return, fully conscious, to that unborn mind, what Don Juan Matu would call the unknowable, because it is beyond all concepts. It's not something that is known with the mind. We can point to it, we can point to the truth, we can use concepts to guide your consciousness back to love, back to truth, but it is beyond words. So at one point, as you return, we let go of all concepts, we let go of all words, and just be that unknowable, unborn, pure awareness. And if there's still suffering, that just means you haven't gone far enough. So the deeper and deeper we go in meditation, in our practice, the deeper and deeper within yourself, because like the ancient masters would say, and the current masters, the kingdom of heaven is within yourself. And by masters, I just mean teachers, people that have mastered certain arts, spiritual arts and metaphysical arts, that are fully grounded in source, that transmit love and truth. Because when we get to that state of equal, that center, that line in the middle, then it's not a line. You could say it's 0 point energy, or the still white magnetic light at the center. You become equal to all things and all eternity. There's no higher, no lower, no back, no forward, no up, no down, no good, no evil. It is that pure awareness, like looking into the eyes of a newborn child. So let me jump back to the other timeline where we were talking about something like Sophia. The myth of Sophia. So they say is that separation, the division occurred. Sophia started realizing that she was leaving home. That's like the hero's journey, to leave home and then return to home, to live out the experiment, to live out the story. And we can do that fully conscious now. You don't have to wait till the avatar perishes to experience that return home. And you do it by going deeper and deeper within. You keep going through and through and through, and then through and through and through. You keep going, you never stop, until you return fully aware, grounded deeply into that unborn, pure awareness. And then you live out that awareness, you live out that love and truth in this realm, and you transmit that truth. Because every other story is just adding to truth. It confuses truth. It becomes part of the story, it becomes part of the simulation, part of the illusion. And we're cutting through this illusion with the sword of truth, and doing our best to use our words to guide others on this journey back to self, back to love, return to self, the true self, the highest self, that is one with Source, one with Creator, the Great Spirit, Prime Creator, Mother, Father, God, Company of Heaven, whatever name you want to give, that divine light, the divine love. So as Sophia was, see, we're jumping back and forth here at an accelerated rate. That's okay though, because there's a line of awareness that is being paved here in gold, the gold light. So as Sophia was leaving home, she was crying tears of sadness, of separation, knowing that as she went on this journey, as she separated from Source, she knew that in this process she was forgetting her home. So the more tears, as this forgetfulness set in, as this separation got further and further, deeper and deeper, the tears kept flowing. These are the divine waters of the non-physical, of the unconscious mind, of the void. These waters flowed and flowed and flowed until they created a veil of forgetfulness, of separation, of duality. And emptiness and form manifest together in that moment of complete separation. It was a simulated separation, which we're still living out, that story. But that story is ending. We are returning to unity consciousness, to full awareness, to pure awareness, so that we can transmit that love of divine source into this realm, into the matrix, to transform, uplift, and ascend all beings on all realms, on all levels. This is a collective experience. Many individuals throughout history, throughout time, throughout the last several thousand years, on an individual level, attain these states of ascension called many different names, like rainbow body, indestructible diamond body, the body of Ra, the coat of many colors. There's many names for this experience of alchemy, converting physical matter back to light, and then going beyond even light and dark, fully into the great mystery. We call it the great mystery because it is beyond anything that can be solved with the mind. But the mind guides you, and the doorway is fully open now for you to step fully conscious, to go beyond all conflict, all fears, and all delusions and illusions, into the real world, the real self, into the true awareness, what we call real, that part of yourself that never changes, it has never changed, it is unborn, and never perishes, it does not die. Only the unreal, the false, the fear dies, or it transitions, we should say. It dissipates, it disappears, as we return fully to the light, fully to the life of the one true source. So I want to thank everyone for joining me on this journey. Thank you all for sharing your stories, your kindness, your love, your truth. And keep sharing on the comments below this video and wherever these stories are shared on social media and whatnot. And keep going on that journey. Any suffering you're going through, any conflict, external, internal, is really just a signpost. It's a sign that's saying you still have to go deeper within, until you fully merge with that pure awareness, and then there is no suffering in that moment. And you can live it just for a moment or live it the rest of your life. It's up to you. And it's not an easy journey. There's obstacles in the mind. But as the Guru says, everything is in perfect harmony. It's just the mind that gets in the way. It's the beliefs. It's the programming. It's the negative thinking. These are obstacles along the journey home, and that's okay. Don't judge yourself. This is a path of forgiveness, and it's a path of taking full responsibility for yourself, for others, for all things in this universe, because it was us that manifest this realm, regardless if it was hijacked, but it is up to us to transform this realm, because we are co-creators with Source, with the Great Mystery, and we're all in this together. We're a part of the collective consciousness, the unity consciousness. So real quick, I wanted to thank everyone for joining us on the journey of the CBD business. You can join other Lightworkers on this journey to manifest the first blueprint of a healing center in Ecuador by joining our team to raise funds and help to manifest this into this realm, to help all of humanity, and to help anchor in these higher codes of the light, of the Starseed codes that are manifesting into this realm, into the root of the Kundalini of Earth, into the base, into the foundation. So you can join us and someone on our team on cbdpeaceoil.com. That's cbdpeaceoil.com. And I'll be sending out some emails soon about a live meditation and some training that I'll be doing in the near future. So I'm trying to keep up with all the emails and the messages, and I'm backed up a week or so on some of them. So if there's something very important, just send me another email. Sometimes they go into spam. Sometimes they get lost in the shuffle, accidentally deleted. I also realize that a lot of the messages, a lot of the replies that I give to people's comments on my videos were deleting somehow in these times. These strange anomalies are happening, regardless if it's AI or what's left of the dark false matrix is trying to do their best to keep people in conflict and duality. That's okay. We're letting that all go. But just know that I am with you all. I am here to help all beings on this journey home. And I'll do the best I can to help as many people as I can through this journey. And as we transmit to each other, this does affect the collective. We are reaching critical mass. Love has won. We're just cleaning up the mess of the old by releasing, letting go, and living from our heart, living in that pure light and transmitting as much love as best as we can out into this realm to help all of humanity, and connecting at a deeper level with all beings that we come in contact with. So we're doing our best. Congratulations to each and every one of you for making it this far, for living your life, living your light, and transmitting your truth into this realm. As the throat chakra is opening, it's going to be easier and easier to transmit your truth. And stay in that heart center, in that still center, as we transmit out. You're a mirror to the world. You're a mirror to all beings. So stay in that peace, that stillness, that silence, as we smile into our heart, and we smile to all beings through all realms as we transmit our love and light. So this transmission today, I'll do a quick transmission and a few sound transmissions that came through the field today. And also, there's many waves coming in tonight, this evening, through the central sun, through our sun, which will keep accelerating and help also with the uplifting of the divine feminine. So again, share what you're experiencing in these days in the comments below these videos. And I always have links in the videos to connect on our website with other Lightworkers. So this is from the Blue Beyond Guide, Anastasia Campos. the new light paradigm, 5/10/2019. She is in, I believe, Australia, so it might be a day ahead. But I probably won't get this video out till tomorrow anyways, on the 10th. 5/10. 5 elements, 10 organs. So new golden Buddha energy healings with new divine dispensation energies combined. New golden keys are here to receive once one feels, sees, and receives the final piece of insight of new light of the old universal shadow energies that were over humanity. Not putting our template of how we would respond unto others as in for them to respond the same way, releasing old energies and self-negative talk as we do so. We can feel this shift as in it feels different. Our thinking, it's not hanging on as it used to. Old fears are releasing much quicker now. Old draconian template energy format others are using that used to work in past lives are no longer working. When we are aware that others who are caught up in the mind and not doing the inner workings or feeling are second energies from others they communicate with out of a reaction of some sort, we can then bring them to light and inner conscious attention. And we also do that by keeping our inner conscious attention and inspiring others to be in that stillness and be in that fully conscious, aware state without going unconscious. And that is that pure awareness we're transmitting. To allow space from others with others of their overspill of the mind and their inner energy as we have been given new universal divine dispensation as a new buffer for us to not feel or receive these energies. When we are aware of this, again, consciously, so as always, I am right here with you. You are masters, you are ascending, and we are gathering. Much unconditional love, truth, and honesty from Anastasia Campos, Blue Beyond Guide. I'd also like to share this quick update from Terry Wade on the cosmic shift, the grand shift. When you step out of third-dimensional reality just once, it'll change your life forever. You'll be able to see your library of self. When you open that door, there's infinite amounts to learn, so ask your guide to help you. You need to ask them or they cannot help you. It's that free will thing. You need an outside source to open these doors of knowledge. These guides will accompany you because your path requires many doors. That's why you have guides in this lifetime. Everything you'll find in this library of self will be relevant to your life. Doors of relationships when open will be filled with every relationship in every past lifetime you've ever had, and it will be beautiful. Door of history when open will be all the knowledge referring to the history of the human being. The door of death will have no doorknob because it cannot be opened because death does not exist. Door of the future will be completely empty because it hasn't happened yet. It's empty because it hasn't been created. The multidimensional human being that you are in your DNA is yours. This is the promise of the shift. We are in the infancy of something enormously grand that will develop over a lifetime. After a lifetime, your guide was only necessary in the third-dimensional old energy. The shift of 2012 into the age of Aquarius gave you the keys to your library. Remember, the human body deteriorates and goes away, but your essence of who you truly are, the soul spirit, never goes away. So that's what we call the pure awareness, that eternal self, the unborn mind, the indestructible diamond mind. Now this another last quick update, posted from Amanda Lawrence. Gaia transforms before the eyes. Activation codes received. Humanity responds as higher light enters the planet in fullness and in force. Flashpoints are noted and stabilization protocols are enabled. Clarity of mind and heart come to the fore. Gaia transforms before the eyes. So Gaia is transforming as we are transforming. All beings are being affected by these flash points of light. We call them, sometimes they could be called flash nodes. And the clarity is coming through, the clarity of awareness, the clarity of sight, sound, vision. The third eye is fully opening. The crown chakra is letting everything flow. And also, Amanda put code 2222. So this code, that's part of the divine angelic code, which all these codes are coming from the higher dimensional realms with our angelic families and our galactic families, the Galactic Federation of Light, our brothers and sisters of the sky beings. We're all connected. There is no separation. So take a deep breath, brothers and sisters, as you put your awareness fully into your heart center, the center of your chest, the center of your being, the center of your essence. See the still white magnetic light at the center of your being, which is eternal, which is everywhere. And you can see it as a point of light that is expanding out to the ends of the universe. Galactic flow of divine light, of the vital life force of the whole universe, flowing through your body, flowing through your nervous system, through your veins, and through every cell, every atom, and every strand of DNA, as we transform, uplift, and transition to 12-stranded crystalline coded DNA. The blue rays are coming through, the pink rays, the silver rays, the gold rays. Let go, let go. Release, relax. Release and relax. Feel the divine source in the center of your being, fully surrounded by the light, fully enveloped, the pure white light of Christ consciousness, the golden light of the Buddha awareness. All is revealed. Be in the peace and the love of the light of the divine source. I love you all. I am here now with you for all eternity. Much love, light, and blessings, beautiful beings of light. Namaste.